What's up guys, Dr. Golbek here, and today I want to talk about my non-negotiables with movement. What does this mean? Now, for me, there are a few things that I want to be able to do for the rest of my life. I do not want to lose these, and that may look different for you than it does for me, but what I want to be able to do forever, I want to be able to squat, I want to be able to sit down on the floor and get up off the floor, and I want to be able to push myself up. These are things that I never want to lose the ability to do, so I make sure that I do these daily, every single day. Now, it may look different each day. I like to play with my movements, and so I like to do them differently each day because I don't want to get bored with these, but I try to do these three things every single day so that I don't lose them. So let's take a look at a few ways that I do this, and you can start to decide what your non-negotiables of movement are, things that you want to be able to do forever, and you can start practicing these daily. So the first thing I want to work on daily is sitting down and standing up. And usually what I'll do is just 10 reps, and this can be anywhere from the most efficient way to sit down and stand up to the most inefficient way of sitting down to standing up. It doesn't really matter so much as long as I am doing it. I get down on the floor and I stand up. This is more about the task than it is how I do the task. So it could be something like this to stand. It may be one leg at a time. I may look for the most inefficient way possible for me to stand up. But going from seated to standing 10 times moves my body through different ranges, and it makes my body more supple. It makes it more possible for me to do this for the rest of my life. After this, I like to do my squat. Now, personally, for me, a deep squat is rather comfortable. I have no issue hanging out here. But it may not be the same for you. You may need to have something you can grab a hold of. You may need to be up higher like this. Whatever you can do is fine. But what I like to do is hang out here and kind of play around with the ranges. Now, I've built up over time my tolerance to sitting in this position, and at this point I sit here for about 5 minutes a day. And I may just sit here, I may rock back or rock forward, may see if I can take my knee to the floor on each side. Work on driving my knees out, just playing with the ranges, trying to make sure I don't get bored just sitting here for 5 minutes. But hanging out here for an extended amount of time makes it so much easier to do traditional squats or other things that I may want to do. Now, this push could be anything from a traditional push-up to a single arm push-up to an archer push-up. It could be any sort of a push, but what I like to do is go chest to the floor and push myself up. If I don't feel great that day, you can go from the knees. Here you can do, as I said, an archer, coming out to one side and working up. There's 1,000 different ways to do this push, but as long as I can do 10 of them, I'm pretty happy, because when it comes down to it, if you fall down and you have to get up, you really only have to do one. So I try to make sure I do at least 10 of these every single day. All right, so now you see my non-negotiables of movement and how I like to practice these daily without getting bored, because there are different ways to do different things, but there are certain things that you want to be able to do forever. And so I try to practice them daily. So go ahead and give these a try, because if you can fix yourself, you should. And if you can't, we're here.